welcome back to this men's colognes channel. Today I've got a review of the two fragrances from the Givenchy line Society Eau de Parfum and the new Extreme version. I'm going to compare them to and let you know which one I prefer and whether it's worth the money. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe to smell the best because I'm always on the lookout for you to test all the new colognes and let you know what I think about them. The question for me was, is the new Givenchy Society and Givenchy Society Extreme better than my all-time favorite Givenchy fragrance, Gentleman Givenchy Reserve Privé? This is like my holy grail of the whole Givenchy line. To me, this stole my heart when it first got released. So I was comparing these two against this because to me, they actually, although they made a completely different line for them, they have got things in common, those two fragrances, and to me that's what I wanted to do, so that's what I did. Let's talk firstly about the Givenchy Society Eau de Parfum. That one to me has got loads of cardamom in there, it's got loads of woodiness in there, and it smells quite fresh. It smells like a good manly designer cologne when you first spray it. To me, when I first tried it, it was impressive. It was that designer smell that we all know from designer releases, but it was a bit more, I would say, natural smelling. It was a bit better done. I just liked it more, and I think the scent itself on the first, like the opening of it, it's really enticing, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you just smelt it and bought it straight away because you like the opening of it. Where it kind of lets me down, this fragrance, is on the dry down, because it dries down quite an intimate fragrance. So although the opening is just really robust and strong and kind of in your face, really nice, kind of settles down to be this shy little cologne, and it doesn't offer like that yummy like vanilla or iris concoction that this offers in the dry down. This is absolutely phenomenal, the Reserve Privé version. So this one kind of a bit disappointed me in the dry down, and let me know if you feel the same with this one. The projection and the longevity were really good, like beyond average, not super strong, but not disappointing in any way. But the dry down, I think it is a bit quiet, and that, yeah, it wasn't that impressive. Now let's go to the Society Extreme version. So when I first smelled it, I was like, whoa, I love this. This was like a love at first sniff for me. It's got mint in there, it's a bit refreshing, it's got one of my all-time favorite notes in men's fragrances, iris, it's got vanilla, it's got cedar, it's got a lot going on, and it is really sexy to me. That fragrance, like the opening again, it's super sexy and it's quite different to the original. It gives you a nice alternative. They're not like same fragrances, but one is stronger. No, they're quite different when you smell them side by side, and I love this one. I think it offers like this more put together, gentlemanly scent, and it's less boring, let's say. I don't want to call the Eau de Parfum boring, but you know what I mean. It's a bit more ambitious of a designer fragrance than the Eau de Parfum. Now, smelling them again, the dry down of them, it is again a bit quiet. Even the Extreme version, like, don't expect the Extreme version to be super loud. Actually, often Elixir's Extreme versions are a bit of a softer projection in designer fragrances. So this one, it is a bit softer, but it actually is a bit stronger in the dry down than the Eau de Parfum, which I really like. But they are quite similar in the dry down. They kind of got stripped of those notes that made them different, and the base is very similar. So when you first spray them, they both smell really quite different. They're going in opposite directions, and then they kind of come back when you actually smell the dry down. It's just musky, a bit dusty, and what differs with the Extreme, that you still got that mint in there, which is quite good because it's still got that freshness in there even in the dry down. For me, I would have to say scent wise, the Extreme version will have to win because it's got iris, one of my favorite notes. It smells more expensive, more exclusive, more intriguing, more sexy for me. The Eau de Parfum It's just another designer smelling fragrance. It's nicely done, but there's thousands on the market. So I would say maybe save your money and get the Extreme version and just enjoy how different it is, how just it smells really nice, especially like in the opening and the middle. It smells divine. The only thing is the dry down of this. I wish it was a bit more intense, a bit stronger, then it would be a hit for me. But I would say overall it's a fragrance for somebody who loves like intense, a bit more of that moodier, denser cologne. Then this would be, the Extreme version would be perfect for you. It wouldn't be a perfect fragrance for everybody, but because this one, the Extreme version, has got iris, and also the Gentleman Givenchy Reserve Privé has got iris, I would argue that the Society Extreme is a bit more wearable, is a bit more crowd pleasing than the Reserve Privé. They kind of are a bit similar. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But the Reserve Privé is much more syrupy. It is still my favorite, but I love the Extreme version just as much, and I think I might buy it for my husband, and because I just like the way it smells and I want him to smell like this, and that way it will also give me more experience with the compliment factor for this fragrance. Let me know, like, if you have got any of them. Do you get compliments for them? Is one better than the other? Let us know in the comments down below, and let me know also which one do you prefer, if one is so much better than the other. But I think both of them are solid. Both of them I would say are at least like 7.5 out of 10. I would say the Extreme for me is like 8.79 out of 10. It's very, very good. But I just reserve the 10 marks for really, really special ones. But I think there are solid ones. Any guy out there would smell great with these on, and they're not bad releases at all. I would say if you want something that is fresh, blue, but also is a bit woody as well, I would say the Eau de Parfum would be perfect for you, because that freshness in the opening is great, but then in the dry down you get that woodsy smoothness. But if you enjoy the woody fragrances straight off the bat, then go for the Society Extreme, because this one just, it doesn't have that super nice, fresh, clean smelling opening. It just goes straight to the point. It just goes to, I'm woody, I'm amazing, I'm iris, I'm vanilla, I'm everything. So these just go to, I think they are for different sort of people, but they're both really amazing, great fragrances. I would still choose the Extreme. But subscribe if you haven't already to this fragrance channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.